Going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nika, and with this week's episode of If Loving You Is Wrong. Um, this is gonna be a full review. Um, season, I think it's season 3, episode 14 of Fatal Attraction. I don't know, but like I said, we're gonna jump right on into it because I'm going scene by scene with this thing and try to spice it up as much as I possibly can. You want to hear it? Here it is. We open back up with Travis sitting in the back seat of Kelly's car, and she talking about get out of my car. Child, he say turn off the car with his Teddy P voice. Turn them off, okay? And of course he grabbed her by the neck and child, he said put it in park and turn it off. And what y'all think she did? I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes. What you think she did, girl? She said okay, and child, he sat back in his seat and she tried to get out that door, and he yanked her ass back in all the way to the back seat where he was at. And all she's saying is, stop, Travis, why are you hurting me? Asking him why he doing this, and he said, you remember you had sex with me and tried to dog me out? Girl, he couldn't take getting that pussy and you saying you don't want to play with him no more. I told you, sometimes you got to be careful. When God give you that, you got to be careful with that thing or you'll fuck around and have these stalkers after you, okay? Child, he got her down. He get her down and he tell her, you down there at the police. You down there telling the police I killed your little boyfriend. She said no. He said, well, why were you there then? Because he asked no, I know you went down there, but he asking it in a question, but he pretty much saying that she did it, and he knows she did it, okay? She said she didn't. He say why you did it. Meanwhile, she begging him to get out of her car. Child, he started going up her thigh meat. I said, what is he doing? He gonna violate the girl again? Well, he ain't never violated her like that, but I'm like, he gonna violate her, girl. He up there going to up on her thigh meat area, headed toward her box, and she ended up pushing him. And I don't know how that happened, but she pushed him in a way where he wound up popping his head. Now you would think at that point she gonna jump on out the car, right? Kelly took a minute to look at this dude. Long enough for him to grab her ass when she tried to get up out that damn car. Child, it was way too much for me, I'm telling you. Now, she go to making sure, the doors are locked once she tried to get out the car and he grabbed her bag, he ended up leaving out the car himself. She done drove to the front trying to make sure all the doors are locked. Then she drive away and he's standing on the sidewalk looking at her like, I said, bitch, no. Kelly, you is too weak. I realize you don't know sometimes what you will do when you in an actual certain situation, but girl, you weak. And I'll explain more in detail as this review goes on. She weak. Now, Randall finally makes it to Miss Louise's hospital room, right? And she's so glad to see him. She's so glad to see him. She says she's been worried sick about him. He tell her that they didn't hurt him, and she asked, how did he get away? He said the FBI came. And she said Marcy, okay? She said Marcy called him. He like, Marcy? She said, yeah, Marcy called him. He said she told him Marcy was worried to death, and he said no, she wasn't. And Miss Louise said yes, she was. He said he saw her, and she didn't act at all concerned about him, and she said, "Child, it's just ego." She was scared. I seen her face, and I saw her eyes. She was scared. Miss Louise said both of y'all have made mistakes, Randall, and y'all gotta figure out. Y'all gotta figure out how to forgive one another. And he had the nerve to say he can't forgive her for what she did. Miss Louise said, well, that means you don't want to. He said, no, it's because I can't. She said he said every time he look at her, all he see is her and Brad in his shed. I said, this egotistical, delusional, 50 shades of fucking crazy ass man must have forgot that he too was in that very shed sleeping with whitefish next door. Child. That's why we in this damn mess, because you was over there in the shed with Whitefish. Child, how soon the delusion will forget. And I can tell you, I can't with Randall. At this point, he just need to die. I ain't even mad at Tyler. You go on kill him on off, baby. Go on kill him off. He ain't had enough time. Now, Miss Louise, she kept it a book. She say, you did the same thing with Alex. And she the one that sent them people to the house to do all of this. He said, yeah, but they did now. And she asked how. She's like, Randall, did you? Because she know her son is 50 shades of crazy. So she, at first, she taken aback. Did you kill these people? She said, I mean, he said no. FBI killed him. And she like, thank God it's over. And Randall said, no, it's not over. It's far from being over. He said, long as you here, it ain't never over. And she said, look, Randall, I'm fine. I just had a concussion. They needed to keep me overnight for observation. She said, but it's fine. If you let this be the reason why you continue this foolishness, then that's something that you choosing to do on your own. But I'm fine, okay? He touching his mom head talking about damn Alex. She said, well, wait a minute, let me think. Because these just partial notes. I'm going by memory too. Okay. He touching her head, talking about damn Alex, she did this, and Miss Louise said both y'all did this. I told you she keeping it above. And he tell her, don't start about that. Start what, Randall? Telling your ass the truth, giving your crazy ass facts, cause that's all she doing. She said it's time to let it go, and he said he not letting it go. It's only just the beginning. I said, oh, this boy. He said he'll be back after a while, cause see right now he got to go to the hearing. And she said you still trying to get that woman child. He said my child, my son. She said he said your grandson. She said go ahead if that's what you gonna do, cause talking to you ain't working, and I'm beginning to get a headache. So go on. He assured her that he'll be back with her grandson. She said after all you been through, you still won't let this go. And he said, nope, he not. And she said, I guess I'll be going to a funeral then. He said, so be it. And he left. So he prepared to die behind this craziness. I was like, girl, boy, what's wrong with you? Okay. Child, Marcy is over at the doctor getting her checkup and stuff, and she confesses. Well, the doctor came in and confirmed that she is indeed pregnant. She was like, well, how many months am I? She said, we deal in weeks. You're about 12 weeks. Marcy wasn't happy, and the doctor asked, was the husband at least excited? Marcy says she can't believe she's pregnant because she tried for a very long time, and the doctor said that I looking at your charts, I can see that you had some fibroids removed. And she said, yeah, and the doctor told me after the fibroid surgery that it was less than a 10% chance that I could conceive. And the doctor said, well, baby, that 10% worked, okay? Now, Marcy baffled as to why she didn't know she was pregnant, and the doctor asked her about the frequency of her period, and she said her periods already, they always have been irregular. She said, well, that may be the reason why. Then she said I've been really, really tired though a lot lately, and I've been drinking, and I'm just wondering, is that going to hurt the baby? And the doctor said, of course, we're going to monitor your condition as you go along into your pregnancy, but as of right now it looks like a normal healthy pregnancy. Now the doctor noticed that Marcy ain't on board with being happy, and she asked about it, and she said it's just a lot of stuff going on right now. She said you'll get over it. You need to get over it. Looking at your chart, I'm seeing how you've invested in trying to become pregnant, and most women in this position would be very happy. I said, child, she ain't happy because she realized that ain't no Brad baby. That's that damn Randall baby. Now, let's go back to the apartment because Marcy and Brad are at the apartment, and she and they asking him if he want anything to eat, and he said no. He said he gonna shower and then he gonna head on off to work. And Marcy say you can stop with the cold shoulder because he ain't say nothing to her even when they left from over there at Alex's house. He said he needed time to process everything that had gone on. you know. And she apologized to him for going to the police. He said that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm going through right now. Um, and then he had the nerve to make a simple request to her, and I was like her in this moment. He had the nerve to ask her would she stop antagonizing Alex. Let that marinate. Marcy was surprised too, child. She's saying, she's like, okay, you really defending this girl right now? Child, he had nerve enough to say she been through, she done been through enough. And Marcy say, has she? And so did I. Has she? He say, yeah, she's been through enough, and who are you to decide when it's time to stop? She said, well, when did you decide she need this here pardon and stuff? He said, when I seen her screaming for that child, and both her parents were killed right in front of her face. Marcy said, but she the one that did all of that. He said, yes, but how much does she have to suffer? Marcy was like, okay, who am I talking to right now? And I was wondering too, Marcy. I was wondering too. Okay. He said he imagined she won't know since she herself said she didn't really know him like that, when she went down there to the police and said that he had kidnapped Randall and the baby, so she probably don't know who he is. She said she was wrong, but how long will he punish her for that? Okay. He said he not punishing her. He asked her to stop antagonizing Alex. That's all he asking. She said, so you still in love with her? She said, you've been telling me for the longest you've been in love with her, but I'm finally seeing it for myself. And he said, well, you still in love with Randall? And she admitted, yeah, I do still love Randall. He said, he know she does. By the way, she begged him to go save him. She said she denied that so that he she said she never denied that so he can stop giving her a hard time for caring about, the dude and shit. She said she went to her, she said, I went over there to help this heifer. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I went over there to try to help her out. He said, she said, and don't act like you don't remember that. She also told you to go back to her. I told you to go back to her. He said, yes, I know. She said, so don't punish me for falling in love with you now. And he was like, what? And she said she was in love with him and didn't mean to be. And child, she said all I was expecting was for the pain to go away and for both of them to pay. I didn't expect to be here. And I was wondering, Marcy, you having pregnancy hormones? You in love with this man? Okay, we in Tyler Perry time, right? So, girl, you fell in love with him that fast? Mm. Child, he ended up telling her he in love with her too. And I was just all the way fucking confused then. I'm like, okay, how y'all get to this point? He said she made it clear that she didn't want no relationship or him. And she said she didn't at first, but she can't help how she feel now. And she said all I know is that I'm with you, and when I'm with you, I'm happy. She said he makes her feel alive, cared for, and strong and protected. He said that's not love, and she said, yeah, it is. It's my love for you. That's how she felt about it. She said she just don't know what to do, and neither of them know what to do. He said that that's something they gonna have to figure out in time, and for reasons unknown, he going to work, child. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out if we in Tyler Perry land in time. How she in love with him already, and he's saying the same thing. Mm. Now, down at the hospital, doctors come in now to check on Polar Joey and pause. Who the fuck is doing Joey goddamn makeup? Because Joey looked like a child. He looked like Frankenstein with a fucking, one of them peeling masks and the shit starting to come out. So I don't know who doing his makeup. I know that he's supposed to be shot up and stuff like that, and he's supposed to look kind of bad and bruised. And I even know the medication sometimes when you're in the hospital healing from such tragedies and stuff like that can cause you to swell. But why that boy look like a fucking Frankenstein laying up in that bed and that makeup is horrible. It's peeling off. If we can see that, I know Tyler fix that, please. Please fix that. That shit look yuck. Anyway, Joy ain't that worried about. He asking about fun. Now let's say Nana was sitting there and the whole time, and he ain't say nothing to the doctor come in. So she like, I thought you was asleep. He said no. He went, I'm in and out of sleep. But the doctor said, are you talking about that girl that you came in with? And he said, yeah. He said, she left today. She was only grazed by 2 bullets. You took the brunt of the ordeal that went on. Okay, so he grateful that she's okay. Okay, Lucien come in and he's saying that Joy looked better. So he need to take it easy so he can, get on up out that bed and stuff. Well, he's saying he feel a whole lot better now that he know his phone is okay. But he have been sleeping. And Lucien tell him to rest up and him and Natalie get ready to leave because she say she got to go clean up, so she going to go to the house and come back, okay? Now, she get out there in that hallway, y'all, and she informs Lucian that they gotta move. He said, what happened? She said, well, I told him I was moving. So now I gotta move. And he said, how soon? She was like, now. And he said, what did you do? Because he knew right off the top what kind of chick he got. She said, well, I kind of went down to the office and told him that since he don't fix shit no way, he could kiss my ass and I'm leaving. And Lucius kind of smiled because, like I said, he know what he got. She had to went down once them papers. She knew she was getting up out the projects, baby. She went down there and cut a fool on that damn manager. And that's why she got to get the hell on up out of there. Anyway, moving right along. Down to the police station. Rick asked Esperanza what she know about Kelly, right? Now, Esperanza say, you meaning my friend Kelly? He said, yes. She asked why. He said, I'm just asking. So she asked, she said, now I asked you for information and you won't give it to me. But now you want me to tell you about my friend. She said, it don't work like that. And he said, I'm just asking to find out more about her. She asked him, are you interested in Kelly? He said, no. She said, well, why you asking? And he said, look over there. And child, there we go with 52 Shades of Crazy sitting over there waiting to do his paperwork. Rick said he filled out a restraining order paper against Kelly, and Esperanza say she know damn well Rick don't believe that. Rick say, well, he claiming that she done spray painted his shit, cut his ties, and she said, I know you know he lying, right? Rick said, how long you known her? She said, long enough to know she ain't no damn psychopath, and he lying. Rick say, okay. And she was like, are you giving me an okay like that? She say, you don't think that I know my friend? I'm telling you, she ain't that type. He crazy and he's lying. She just walked out from Rick at that point, child. Lucien come into the precinct and he talking to Rick, while Esperanza calling Kelly, but she getting nothing but the girl voicemail, okay? Now Rick tell Lucien we found Ramsey in that house. He was stabbed to death. No leads yet, but it appears to be a crime of passion. Overkill, if you ask me. Lucian said, I just paid for that home and got the keys. Rick said, well, we're going to try to be cleaned up out of there by, later on today, so we'll be able to turn it back over to you by the end of the day, okay? The house, that is. Lucian say he can't let his lady find out about this man down up in here. And Rick said, well, it'll be hard because don't she know Kelly? And Kelly live next door. Lucien said, yeah, he gonna have to call Kelly. And I'm thinking, you better go up here and talk to this bitch Esperanza too, because y'all know she the bone collector this season. She always in somebody's business. So while you calling Kelly, holler at her too. Child Ricks asked about Kelly and asked Lucien, what you know about Kelly? And he said she a good girl. Rick said, so she ain't prone to chase, harass and stalk men and things of that nature. He said, no, I don't know her like that. He said, but from what I know about her, she a good girl. She don't do that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, why Kelly sitting outside Justice School in that car crying is beyond me, y'all. I feel like Kelly kind of, in a way, bringing a lot of drama to her damn self, okay? I'm like, girl, you should be down at the police station telling these folks what this man just did to you. Y'all are running to each other in there, but you done ran into him before, and if you come in there with your story straight, and I'm sure it's cameras and shit around that bank you work at. When they pull them cameras and see him getting in and out your car, they gonna know that you ain't lying. But no, child, she sitting in the car, wanna cry like a weak bitch. So she sitting in the car. She finally answers the phone and it says Esperanza, telling her that Travis is down at the police station filing a restraining order against her ass. And Kelly acting like she can't believe it. Girl, at this point, anything goes with this boy, okay? Esperanza asked her, did you file your restraining order? And Kelly gonna say no, and that is why I said she's a weak bitch. Because if this man had did all the things he did and broken your house, had you hemmed up around your neck, throat area, and everything else, and you ain't did nothing. And I don't understand why she giving us this story about the attorney couldn't see her that day. She can't see him and he can't see her until the next day. I'm like, so in Maxine, you need an attorney to go file a restraining order because I know he in Cattle Parish. We don't. She tell Kelly, look, you best do something because if he files first and then you file, the judge is going to take it as you really did do it and you pulling that copycat type of thing, okay? Now, Esperanza finally hears the sound in Kelly's voice, the stressing and the sniffling. She asks what's wrong. Instead of her, again, telling this woman what the fuck just happened to her outside her job in her vehicle, she is sitting there talking about she upset about Justice damn school project. She had to come to the school to bring it and it's ruined. And talking about she embarrassed. Why she Esperanza's like, well, what's going on? Why are you embarrassed and stuff? Well, before she could tell her, her phone rung. She got a beep. Somebody called in. It was Lucius. And she telling her she gonna call her back. And it's to say, girl, you best to. Well, she trying to sound more upbeat when she answers for Lucien. And he basically asks her, don't tell Natalie that Ramsey was killed in the house because if she find out, she ain't going to stay there. And they done already put their monies on it. Now, before he told her, would she do that for him? He asked her. So Rick did come by there. I sent him over there to, talk to you. She said, yeah, he did. And he asked her, has Travis been messing with you anymore? Another reason why I said this bitch is slow and she weak. Girl, this is Lucien. He is a police officer. You think this man wouldn't help you if you told him what the real deal was? Instead of her answering his question when he asked her, has Travis bothered her anymore? She skipped over that shit and went to talking about, what did she say to him? Honey, I'm going to make sure I get y'all the real. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she agreed to not tell Natalie that Ramsey died in the house. And he tell her, if you need me, I'm always here. And she said, okay, thank you, Lucius, and hung up. I'm telling you, I can't understand for the life of me. That was her opportunity yet again. That boy sitting in the damn in the police station. Esperanza just told you that. Why are you just sitting there letting this boy get away with doing things to you? Mm. Now, Stevens and Ed is sitting up in the office down at the precinct, and they call Lucien in. They want him to sign off on Eddie's report about Andrew, and he said he didn't hear, he didn't hear it, so he can't sign. Stevens said Eddie tell him what happened, and Eddie said he pulled up, saw the car, the end. No Andrew in sight. First time he'd seen the car. Stephen asked why was his window shot out. Eddie said, I don't know. How the hell would I know? Maybe his ragged ass girlfriend, that nurse, did it or something like that. And Stephen said the trajectory don't say it's different. He said, well, I'm sorry. I didn't attend trajectory school, so I don't know how it happened. I'm just getting tired of saying the same thing over and over again. Eddie said he wrote it all in the report, and Lucien said he read it, but he's not understanding. And Eddie jumped in, wouldn't even let the man finish, cut him off, said, who are you to question me, Mr. FBI? And Lucien said, oh, that's cute, trying to get the heat off you, huh? Eddie said, no, it's not about getting no heat off me. It's just that I don't report to you, and I don't report to Stevens. Child, it is true. He said that he reports to Captain, but nobody seems to know what Captain is. He's not returning calls. Steven said just sign it, and Eddie said he did. And he asked Lucien, and Lucien said he not signing it find somebody else. And Stephen said, all you're doing is cooperating Eddie's story. And Lucien said again, I ain't see nothing. I ain't signing nothing. Take it how you leave. How take it how you want to. Lucien asked, are we finished or are we done? Because he through with this shit. He not signing it. Steven said no. And Lucien said, this idiot did something to Andrew. And Eddie said, you talk real big on the inside of these four walls. But let me find out you FBI and I'm going to bring the trouble to your front door. And you could tell Natalie and them ragged ass kids there. And baby, when he said them ragged ass kids and Natalie, bitch, why Lucien came out of 8 bags on his ass? He said, mention my family again and I'll shoot your ass right here. Eddie said, see, Steven, you better get him. Lucien said, now you best to, because bringing my family into this, you'll find out just how crazy a motherfucker that I really am. I said, come through, Lucien. It's all like that. Steven tell Lucien just relax. Lucien said, are we done? Because I'm not signing that piece of paper. And Steven said, yeah, just go. And Eddie like, you just going to let him go like that? Child, Lucien go to leave. And why about Eddie going to play this here role? Sitting there talking about you better get your ass out of here like he put him out. Steven tell him to chill, you know, chill out. It ain't nothing he can do. And tell Eddie he always act like he always act like this when something happen. He too high headed. He said even me and Captain both agree on that. He said every time something goes wrong, you want to kill everybody, and Eddie just don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? And Steven say he not FBI. You can forget that. He said this is about me and this is about you. These old low level drug deals that we got, I'm over it. I want something bigger. I want a Scotter. Now, we couldn't touch old man, but Junior, he reckless, just like you, Eddie, high headed. It's only a matter of time before he slip up. Eddie say what they got works just fine. Let's just stick to that. Steven say no, he want a Scotter, and Eddie say he don't care what Steven want. He's asking where Captain Ed again, and Steven said, I told you I don't know. Eddie said, well, you better find him, because this is way too big for, okay, this way too big of a decision for Stevens to make. Stevens said he wants Julius and Eddie don't, basically. Eddie said, no, they good. He was like, you don't have no problem with him, even though you know he messed around with Esperanza. Eddie say, nah, we good. Steven say, I'm tired of the low-level street dealers. Set something up with Escada. Let him know if he don't cut us in, we're taking him down. Eddie say, are you crazy? He got too much heat on him now with Lucien on his back, and Steven said, don't worry about Lucien. He got this. Just just get with that boy and see what you can work out, because at the end of this, Lucien is either going to be fired, transferred, or shot. Eddie say, well, that's fine by me, long as you let me pull the trigger. Steven say, not if I pull it first. Child, he said he actually starting to grow. Steven starting to grow on him, and he leaves the office, and him and Lucien stare each other down as Eddie sit at his desk. They just staring at each other. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Child, what side it is Stevens with us or is he against us? I'm so fucking confused. Child, Alex late for court, but she finally arrives there and the judge about to render a decision. Okay? She coming there apologizing for her tardiness, looking just as cheap. Now, she can't afford an attorney. She tells the judge that, but she can't understand the proceedings. The judge said that he read the petition and that the baby was in danger when he was in her home, and asked if that was true. Alice had to tell the judge that the parents did kidnap the baby. He said they came in her home without her permission and took the baby while she was in the backyard. The judge asked what would stop them from doing it again, and she said they're both dead. Now, this judge started tripping, y'all. This judge was like, what the fuck is going on? Judge say they dead? He said, this report says the baby was kidnapped less than 24 hours ago. She said, yes. And he asked, well, how they dead now? And she said, the FBI. The judge says the report says Alex's dad was a racist. She said, yeah, he was, but that's not me. The judge then went on to say, Alex's mom, it says here, your mama dropped the baby in alligator infested water. She had to admit, yes, that did happen. At this point, the judge can't believe what he heard, and he damn sure didn't believe what he was. He said, I thought the daddy, when I read this petition, I thought the father was exaggerating. He said it's so far fetched, and it is. He said, Alex, how can he allow a child to be in her home? And she said, because he's my son. The judge said, yes, but that's no guarantee of safety, see, Alex. Alex said she would never allow anything to happen to her baby. Child, I knew this was finna go to the left for her ass, for real, for real. Child. The judge said he read that petition and the child is a product of an affair from what he reads. And that they neighbors, and when her husband Brad found out about it, he not only shot at Randall, but he threatened to kill him. Randall is amen in all that, baby. The judge then asked how can he allow her husband to be around the baby. She said they separated and Randall was like he was there early today. The judge asked her, was he? And she had to say yes, but she said he was picking up the other children. And the judge basically was like, you know what? At this point, I done heard enough. And Alex said she'd never allow her baby to be hurt again or be put in harm's way. And Brad is the one that saved him. So the judge said, wait a minute, so you are dealing with this man still. He said, look, I'm going to have to rule in the favor of the father and let that baby go home from the hospital with him because I can't let this child go back into your care with you still having dealings with your husband who has shown that he's not safe to be around, basically. Baby, that goddamn Alex had to come up with one quick, and that bitch said, but he's not the biological father, and it went off. I said, bitch, you know that's that baby daddy, but you gonna play it how you can and make sure this man do not get his hands on your child. And I can understand that. I really can. Child, that was it on that episode. I did as best I could. I took you scene by scene. If I left something out, child, I wasn't paying attention, and we can continue the conversation down in the pan, and you know we always can. Now, remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to like the video, comment down below. I always talk back to you, and share this on whatever sites that you choose to share the video, okay? I'll see you guys back tomorrow for Greenleaf. Have a great day.